Now, some federal benefits helping people survive the economic impact of the pandemic are set to expire at the end of the year. The USDA federal food programs have helped the Oregon Food Bank deliver and provide tons of food for people. And through federal stimulus bills, people have seen expanded unemployment benefits, SNAP benefits, student loan deferment, and stimulus checks. But it's unclear if another relief package is coming, with Congress in a gridlock. The Oregon Food Bank and its partners have seen huge demand all year. Amid the crisis, the organization says double the number of people are facing hunger compared to a year ago, and they worry many more will go hungry if federal benefits expire.
If we don't see an extension of those programs and a new round of stimulus injected into this economy, we're going to see, families and small businesses that were already struggling really spiraling into a crisis.
The Oregon Food Bank is also pushing the legislature to extend the state's eviction and foreclosure moratoriums through June of next year.